Hello, Tiger Den 6 from Pack 929. Today we're going to talk about the backyard jungle requirement. I have some wild neighbors. So do you. Some of them live right in my backyard. Can you guess who they are? They are our animal neighbors, and I promise you, you do not need to live next to a zoo to find them. When I started exploring, I learned that you just have to look closely. Check out an inchworm. It's so cool to watch him bend and stretch. I will put him back where I found him, though. Then he can keep up his funny inchworm wiggle. What wild creatures live near you? Let's explore and find out. Maybe you live in the city, maybe you live in the country, or maybe you live in between. No matter where you live, you will find amazing bugs, birds, and animals nearby. Some are big, some are tiny. Sometimes they have homes we can see, like birds' nests. Other times their homes are hidden. But they all have a place in the world, just like you do. In this adventure, we will discover birds, bugs, and animals near you. We will build a house for our bird neighbors, but first we are going to go on the world's smallest hike. So with your supplies that I gave you, take your backpack outside. There's a piece of string inside that you're going to lay out in the grass. Make a square that is 1 foot on each side. Look closely with your magnifying glass that's attached to your whistle. Draw what you find and send me a picture. In this part of the adventure, you will be looking to the skies. Take out your binoculars that I put in your backpack. Take a walk around your neighborhood. Keep your eyes open and look around for birds and birds' nests. Can you draw some pictures of some birds that you find? What color is the bird? How big is it? If you find a nest, what does it look like? What do you think the nest is made out of? Birds' nests are like our houses. Birds make nests so that they will have a warm, safe place to hatch their eggs and raise their babies. The babies stay in the nest while the parents fly around to get food for them. Do you see any eggs or babies in the nest? Remember, a scout is kind. You can be kind to the birds by not touching their nests, their eggs, or their babies. By leaving them alone, you can help them have a safe home. Now that you've gotten to see some birds around your neighborhood with your binoculars, let's build them a home. With your family, we're going to build a birdhouse. You can place it near your home outside. A birdhouse will give the birds another place to go if their tree house is gone. You don't need to buy anything. You can use supplies around your house, like a milk carton or a gallon jug. Did you know that birdhouses do not need a perch? Birds fly right in. A perch makes it easier for unwanted animals to enter, like a squirrel. Now that you have your birdhouse up, let's see if we can hear some sounds in our jungle. Just as birds use sounds to talk to each other, so do other animal neighbors. Have you ever listened to them talk? How do squirrels talk? What about insects? What other sounds from nature can you hear in your jungle? If you live in the city, what are some other sounds in your city jungle? Jackson and I live right next to a train, so we hear trains and we also hear the highway. With your family, go for a short walk. Do not talk, just listen. If you close your eyes, can you hear the sounds any better? Write down what you find and what you hear. Mark which sounds come from nature and which sounds are not. Try going outside at different times of the day to hear different sounds. What sounds do you hear in the early morning? What sounds do you hear at night? Way to go! You explored the wilds of your backyard jungle. Were you surprised to find so many animal neighbors? I sure was. Now be sure to keep checking on your tree and your birdhouse. You never know who might be living there.